It's a common problem that many people don't understand. One day she's happy and talking to you, and the next she treats you like you're a stranger. It's a roller coaster of feelings, and it's easy to feel like you're just a pawn in her complicated game. But let's stay calm. Stoicism isn't about hiding your feelings. It's about knowing what you can control, like your actions and your attitude. This video isn't just about figuring out her mind games. It's about building up your inner strength so that the chaos outside doesn't affect you. We'll show you why she might be playing hard to get and how you can respond in a way that keeps your cool and maybe even changes the power balance. By developing a calm attitude, you'll learn to separate yourself from your current feelings of confusion and anger and instead concentrate on taking steps that are in line with your values and honesty. Stay tuned as we talk about real ways to deal with this situation. Also, if you found this content useful, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get more tips on how to turn life's challenges into successes. Number 1. Don't overreact. When dealing with a woman who is playing hard to get, many guys make this mistake. They keep pursuing her even after being turned down, thinking that their desperation will somehow make things better. This way of thinking is completely wrong, because all you achieve by pursuing her further is loss of respect, not only in her eyes but also among your peers. This damage can make future romantic prospects virtually impossible. Remember that she doesn't owe you anything no matter how much you've invested emotionally. You should have thought about this before investing in her. Don't take her flirting as a serious engagement. People often flirt without deeper intentions. It's hard, especially if you spent a lot of money on her, but remember that she's not committed to you. Stoic ideas can help you find the strength and clarity you need in these situations. Marcus Aurelius said that you control your mind, not the outside world. Realize this and you will find strength. Instead of getting angry because she is being difficult, focus on controlling your answer. Understand that you can't change what she does, but you can change how you respond. Let's say you've been on a few dates with a woman, and she stops responding to your texts or acts like she wants to be hard to get. Instead of sending her a lot of messages or making big moves to win her over, take a moment to think about what you did and remind yourself that true value comes from within, not from what other people say. If she's really interested, she will respect your calm and collected response. Women often test boundaries, and a calm response can show that you are mature and confident. If she keeps playing games, your stoic behavior will help you move on without anger or regret. You'll be able to look back and know that you handled the situation with grace and self-respect. So don't overreact when a woman plays hard to get. By following stoic principles, you can control your reactions, keep your dignity, and focus on what's important, your own growth and well-being. This method not only keeps your self-respect safe, but it also makes you more appealing to people who value self-control and confidence. Number 2, don't settle for just being her friend. When she's being difficult, it's important to remember the Stoic principle of knowing your worth and keeping your dignity. You don't have to become her confidant or friend zone. Your goal isn't to be someone she can cry to or lean on. This doesn't mean you should be cold or mean, but it does mean you don't have to play this role if it doesn't fit with your goals and values. Focus on keeping your own values and self-respect. Never let her put you down or take you for granted. Imagine that you've told her how you feel, but she keeps dating other people while keeping you as a friend. Do you really want to be friends while she dates other people? Do you want to be left hanging without her thinking about how you feel? Epicus, the Stoic philosopher, says that this kind of situation can make you angry and upset, which could make you do something you'll later regret. Having few wants is what makes someone wealthy, not having many things. Use this knowledge to improve your connections. Focusing on your inner strength and making clear boundaries will help you keep your self-respect and avoid needless emotional pain. Don't settle for less than what you want and deserve. It's important to set limits. You don't have to cut her out of your life completely, but you do need to keep your distance to protect your own health. The act of self-respect can often help her see how valuable you are, but more importantly, it keeps you from compromising your values and self-worth by staying true to yourself and not settling for a friendship that doesn't meet your needs. You honor the Stoic belief that you should live in harmony with nature and stay true to yourself. You like a woman but isn't ready to commit. You've had deep conversations, shared laughs, and formed a bond with her, but she keeps seeing other men. Instead of waiting for her to change her mind, set clear boundaries and politely tell her that while you value the friendship, you want a deeper connection and can't continue if she doesn't share the same goal. This isn't an ultimatum, but a statement of your values and self-respect. By taking this step, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of unrequited feelings and set a standard for how you want to be treated. This not only protects your self-esteem, but it also shows confidence and self-worth, which are both good qualities. Remember that it's better to walk alone with honor than to give up your values for someone else. Stay strong, set limits, and keep your mind on what really matters, your own self-respect and personal growth. By following these Stoic rules, you can handle relationships wisely and keep your peace. Number 3. Expand your options. Stoic philosophy says that your happiness and peace of mind shouldn't depend on what other people think of you. If a woman is playing hard to get, she's sending mixed signals and causing you unnecessary mental stress. Stoicism says that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. Marcus Aurelius was wise when he said that the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Instead of focusing on how indifferent she is, use your energy to find other choices. Take this into account. If she's not really interested, why waste your time and energy? Instead, start meeting other women to open up more doors for yourself. This approach not only helps you make new friends, but it also keeps your life balanced and satisfying while you're with her. Make sure she knows about these chances. Get to know other people. Be interested in her, and let her know that you have a life besides her. This fits with the Stoic idea that you should focus on your deeds and attitudes instead of letting outside things affect you. For example, if she's at a social event with you, don't spend your time hovering over her or trying to get her approval. Instead, spend your time mingling with other people, especially women who are interested in you. By doing this, you're not only showing that your world doesn't revolve around her rejection, but you're also embracing the Stoic belief in self-reliance and resilience. There are plenty of attractive women who would love to date you, so don't let her refusal define your chances or your worth. You show that you have many choices, which boosts your self-esteem and independence. So, develop an unconquerable mind by giving yourself more choices and not letting her rejection affect your self-worth or actions. Follow the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Instead of focusing on her lack of interest, think about the opportunities that could come your way. Get to know other people, enjoy new things, and show her that your life is full and rich. This is in line with Stoic knowledge and also makes you look better and boosts your self-esteem. In life and at work, expanding your options means looking into more options and decisions. You have to get out of your comfort zone, think about other options, and be open to new ideas. When making decisions, solving problems, or moving up in your job, having more options can help you make better, more strategic choices that will increase your chances of success. Broader view. Having more choices lets you see things from different points of view, which helps you make better decisions. Greater adaptability. Having more choices makes you more able to handle changed situations, which makes you stronger. Better problem solving. Thinking about more than one answer can help you come up with new and better ones. Risk management. When you have more choices, you can spread your risks across more chances, which makes failures less likely to have a big effect. Career growth. In the workplace, having more choices can lead to new job possibilities, skill development, and personal growth. More creativity. Looking into new options makes you think of new ideas and be more creative, which can be useful in many areas of your life. Empowerment. Giving yourself more choices gives you the power to make decisions that are more in line with your morals and goals. Better decision-making. When you have more choices, you can better weigh the pros and cons, which helps you make better decisions. Overcoming limitations. Giving yourself more choices can help you get past limits you set for yourself or those set by society, creating new ways to succeed. More satisfaction. Having more choices can make you happier in the long run because you're more likely to find a road that fits your goals and needs. Number 4. Limit her choices. If she's being difficult, use the wisdom of Stoicism to your advantage by limiting her choices. This fits with the Stoic philosophy of controlling what you can and accepting what you can't. By taking away all of her options right away, you stop her mind games right away. How do you stop giving her choices? By making clear plans. Many men aren't sure what they want to say, so they just say whatever comes to mind. This lets women make excuses and take control of the talk, which gives her power over you. Instead, make firm plans. By being clear about the date, time, and place, you take charge of the situation and show that you are confident. For example, instead of saying, "Let's hang out sometime," say, "Let's meet for coffee at 3 p.m. on Saturday at the downtown cafe." This leaves no room for doubt and shows that you value both your and her time. If she says she's busy, say, "Let me know a time that works for you, or I'll assume you're not interested." This clearly sets boundaries and expectations. Make the best of what you can do and take the rest as it comes, said the Stoic sage Epicus. This quote tells us to focus on what we can control. In this case, you can only control your actions and choices, not her responses or behavior. If she keeps being difficult, be direct and ask her about her plans or the future of your relationship. If she dodges questions or makes excuses, walk away. You don't need to chase her down or beg for her attention. Instead of texting, call her to see if she's really interested or just playing games. This straightforward method saves time and mental energy. Focusing on what really matters is a Stoic principle, and limiting her choices is a practical way to show that you recognize your own worth and don't settle for less. When you make firm plans and clear expectations, you show that you are a person of value who deserves respect. By taking this approach, you also practice the Stoic idea of apatha, or emotional equanimity. You don't let her games or indecision affect you. Instead, you stay calm and focused on what you can control and let go of the rest. This not only makes you more attractive, but it also makes you more resilient in the face of possible rejection or uncertainty. So the next time she's playing hard to get, remember the Stoics' advice and limit her choices. By making clear plans and keeping your cool, you can not only handle the tricky parts of dating with grace and confidence, but you can also become stronger and more sure of yourself. Number 5. Establish high standards. When it comes to relationships, especially when a woman is playing hard to get, it's important to set and keep high standards for yourself. As a man, you shouldn't settle for less than you deserve. If you commit to a woman, you should honor that commitment. But if you're still looking, set high standards and look for partners who genuinely add value to your life. Don't date randomly or based on looks alone. Women who think they're very attractive often end up disappointed and in trouble. You might act childish or manipulative sometimes. Instead, find a woman who meets the high standards you've set for yourself and makes your life better. An example of this is how you handle a woman who is playing hard to get. Don't chase her or lower your standards to win her over. Stay calm and keep your standards high to focus on your own growth and values. By being high, you show that you respect yourself and your time, which can make you more attractive to women who like guys who are sure of themselves. When a woman is being difficult to get, it can be tempting to chase her more aggressively or lower your standards to win her over. But a Stoic way would be to ignore her behavior and focus on your own values and character. Talk to women who aren't just playing games and show traits that match your values. Choose educated women who know their place in a relationship and are loyal. By keeping high standards and surrounding yourself with positive and inspiring people, you can create a fulfilling and balanced life. High standards in relationships show how you think and respect yourself. Instead of getting caught up in her game, you judge her actions based on your standards. You don't have to feel bad about moving on if she doesn't meet your high standards. Keep you from wasting time and energy on interactions that don't make your life better. Having high standards means recognizing your worth and wanting the best from yourself. It means not settling for average in any part of your life, even in your relationships. Stoic ideas stress the value of self-control, knowledge, and personal growth. If you've read this far and are still with us, please share your thoughts in the comments or type them into the chat box below. Hold yourself to high standards. If you like the content, please let us know. Your feedback keeps us going and makes our future movies better. Now let's get back to it. Number 6. Discover life's purpose. Explore the world and think deeply about yourself to find something truly meaningful in your life. If she's playing hard to get, it could be because she thinks you're not as important as she thinks you are. You have the power to change how people see you. First, look at yourself to find out what makes you special. Watch how great people date and figure out what qualities they have that you might not have. Keep an open mind and a desire for new experiences to avoid a boring life. Knowing your worth and understanding your skills are important parts of finding meaning. A lot of people live their lives without a purpose and don't make a big difference. But you should strive to be different and go into each day with the goal of making a big difference. When you focus on finding your purpose, you align yourself with Stoic principles. Stoics believe that happiness comes from being true to yourself and helping others. Marcus Aurelius said that the color of your soul is determined by the thoughts you have. When you fill your mind with purpose and passion, you become more attractive and sure of yourself. For example, think about a man who works hard to improve himself, not just to attract women, but also for his own growth. He follows his passions, does well in his career, and keeps close ties with family and friends. This type of man is usually more attractive because he seems sure of himself and has a plan. Women are interested in men who have a clear direction in life and aren't just looking for approval from others. Living with purpose also means setting goals and working hard to reach them. For example, you could set goals to advance in your career, stay healthy and fit, or develop hobbies that make you happy and fulfilled. Making progress toward your goals gives you more confidence and a stronger sense of purpose. As you grow and change, your newfound confidence and sense of direction will naturally attract others, even the woman who was initially hard to get. She will see a man who is passionate about life, driven by purpose, and not easily swayed by external validation. This inner strength and clarity of purpose are incredibly appealing. Number 7. Remain in her sphere. In the game of attraction, it's important to stay present in her life. This doesn't mean sending her a lot of messages or trying to talk to her all the time. It means subtly remaining present in a way that keeps you in her thoughts and changes how she sees you. Go to events where she will be and make an impression. These could be social gatherings, parties for mutual friends, or community events. Dress to impress, going a little beyond the social norm so you stand out. When she sees you looking good, it will catch her attention and challenge her ego. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epicurus said, know first who you are and then dress to impress. By showing off your best side, you'll not only feel better about yourself, but you'll also get her attention. Also, hang out with other beautiful women in these places. This doesn't mean flirting or making a scene, but showing off your social value. If she sees you getting along with other people without any problems, it makes her think that she might be missing out on something by playing games all the time. Here's an example that you can use. Imagine you're at the birthday party of a common friend. You look great and are calm and confident the whole night. You have deep conversations with other people, including a few attractive women. She can tell you're there because of how well you carry yourself and how much attention you get from other people. You're not avoiding her, but you're also not actively looking for her. Stoic philosophy says to control what you can and accept what you can't. You can't change how she feels or what she does, but you can change how you act and interact with others. By staying present in her life without seeming desperate or overly eager, you show self-respect and confidence, important qualities that pique interest. When she sees you hanging out with other attractive women, it makes her feel like you're competing with them and re-evaluating yourself. This isn't meant to make her jealous, but to show that you're desirable and valued by others. This can make her change her mind and realize that you're not someone who will wait around forever. To sum up, the Stoic way to stay in her sphere is to be present and patient. Stay confident, be your best self, and socialize without looking for approval from her. By doing these things, you embody the wisdom of Stoicism and naturally get the attention and respect you deserve. The phrase "remain in her sphere" has meanings in history, culture, and society, especially when it comes to gender roles and standards. This phrase has been used for a long time to describe and limit women's roles in society. It means that women should stay in the home, focus on family, and play certain socially acceptable roles. This phrase usually means restraint, suggesting that women shouldn't go into public, professional, or political areas that are usually controlled by men. Historical background. In the 1800s and early 1900s, many people thought that women should stay in their own areas of responsibility. It came from authoritarian societies that gave men and women clear roles to play. Effects on culture. Women were often expected to take care of their homes and do things like raising children, cleaning, and helping their husbands. The idea was strengthened by religious beliefs, cultural norms, and laws that limited women's rights. Change and resistance. Over time, women started to fight against these limiting roles, which led to movements for women's rights and equal rights for men and women. Women's roles have grown beyond the traditional sphere thanks to the suffrage movement, the feminist movement, and modern attempts to achieve gender equality. Modern points of view. The thought of women remaining in her sphere is seen as sexist and out of date today. More and more people in modern countries understand how important it is to treat men and women equally and give everyone the same chances. Problems that keep happening. Gender roles and standards still affect how people think and act, even though things have improved. To stop gender inequality and make sure that everyone can follow their dreams without being limited by traditional roles, we need to keep working at it. Number 8. Aim for greater ambitions. When a woman is being difficult to get, it's a great time to think about your own goals and growth. Set and reach higher goals with all of your energy. A lot of people think they've done everything they can, but remember that the sky is just the beginning. Aim for more than just a high-level job. Aim to be the CEO. Don't settle for a small business. Dream of owning a grand mal. Take advantage of educational opportunities that push your mind and skills, or start a passion project that could become something big. Each goal you reach should lead you to even bigger dreams. Make it a daily goal to improve yourself in some way. A man who relentlessly pursues his ambitions exudes a magnetic confidence that is both strong and attractive. For example, you're working on a big project at work, but instead of just finishing it, you decide to take on more responsibility and lead the team to make sure the project goes above and beyond what was expected. Your commitment and hard work have paid off, and you've been promoted. This is good for your job, makes you feel better about yourself, and makes you look better. Women naturally like men who are driven and successful because it shows that they are reliable and able. As you constantly reach new heights, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment and resilience that changes how you see yourself. This newfound confidence will not only change how you see yourself, but also how others see you. Your higher status and confidence will naturally attract women who are impressed by your drive and accomplishments. When she sees you thriving and constantly pushing your limits, she will be impressed by your determination and success. It won't matter if you play hard to get, because your high status and confidence make you a desirable and attractive person. Accept your ambitions and use them to drive you to greater heights. Then, watch as your hard work not only makes you happy, but also earns praise from others, including her. Number 9. Evaluate and adjust your approach. It's important to keep looking at and changing how you do things in order to be successful at any job or project. To make sure you're on the right track, you have to look at your current methods, tactics, and progress. If problems or inefficiencies are found, the appropriate changes can be made to make things better. This process goes back and forth and includes always learning and getting better, which is important for reaching goals and staying ahead of the competition. Check out how things are going now. Check in on your work against your goals often. Figure out what's working and what's not. Ask for feedback. Ask other people like co-workers, teachers, or stakeholders what they think. To get a balanced view, use both positive and negative comments. Look at the numbers and data. To find out how successful something is, use numbers. Find patterns, trends, and trouble spots. Find problems and challenges. Identify the exact problems that are holding back progress. Figure out why these problems are happening. Come up with other strategies. Think of possible changes or new ways to do things. Think about a lot of different choices before making a choice. Decisions based on facts. Make choices based on facts, comments, and careful thought. Think about the pros and cons of each option. Make the changes. Do what you chose to do to make changes. Make sure that everyone who needs to know about the changes can understand them. Watch the effects. Keep an eye on how your changes affect performance as a whole. If you need to, be ready to make more changes. Keep being adaptable and flexible. Stay open to new information and changes that happen all the time. To deal with unexpected problems, you need to be able to adapt, think, and learn. Take some time to think about what you've learned after making changes. Use what you've learned to make projects and methods better in the future. Evaluating and changing your method is an ongoing process that needs your full attention and a readiness to change. You can improve your chances of success and your ability to deal with problems more effectively if you keep improving your methods. Number 10. It's important to think about and change how you're approaching a woman who's playing hard to get. Her behavior is probably a sign of her insecurities or manipulative tendencies, not how much you're worth. First, take a step back and think about how your current strategies are affecting the situation. Are you giving her too much attention or validation? Are you going out of your way to meet her needs while ignoring your own? If so, change your strategy to reflect that. This means focusing on your own personal growth and maintaining your own standards instead of constantly trying to adapt to her changing behavior. For example, if you find yourself texting her a lot or being available all the time, try reducing your availability and spending that time doing things that make you happy, like hobbies, improving your skills, or spending time with friends who make you feel good. This change will not only make you feel better, but it will also show her that you value your own time and interests. The goal is to avoid getting stuck in a cycle of frustration and disappointment. When you chase after someone who is playing hard to get, you give them control over your feelings. By working on yourself and staying true to your values, you create a healthier dynamic that gives you back control. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it. This means that you can choose how to react to her behavior, and by responding in a way that puts your health first, you take charge of the situation. Also, think about the big picture over the long run. Stoicism tells us to look at the bigger picture and not let small problems bother us. Ask yourself if you want to be in this relationship with Dynamic for a long time. Is she someone who makes your life better, or does her behavior cause you more stress than it's worth? When you value and change how you act, you not only make your own life better, but you also develop an inner strength that attracts others easily. This leads to a balanced and respectful relationship where you can keep your dignity and self-respect instead of giving in to someone else's games. In the end, this way of thinking will lead to better relationships. When you value yourself and your time, you attract people who accept you for who you are. This change in attitude is helpful in all parts of life, not just relationships. Number 10. Focus on self-improvement. When a woman is trying to get your attention, the best thing you can do is work on yourself. This method, which comes from Stoic philosophy, tells you to work on becoming the best version of yourself. This makes you less vulnerable to tricks and mind games. Seneca was smart to say that luck is what happens when planning meets opportunity. Instead of overthinking her actions or second-guessing her goals, you should focus on improving yourself all the time. This way, you'll always be ready and less dependent on other people's actions for your happiness and sense of self-worth. Whether you want to learn a new language, play an instrument, move up in your job, or get in better shape, use that energy to develop new skills, hobbies, and goals. These things make you feel better about your confidence and self-esteem. When you set and reach personal milestones, you build a strong sense of self-worth that doesn't depend on approval from others. For example, if you're focused on your career, you might take on difficult projects, look for a mentor, and keep improving your skills as you reach professional success. As your success and sense of self-assurance grow, you become more attractive to others and less affected by the tricks women may play on you. You become someone who is respected for their accomplishments and character, not someone who needs approval from others. Basically, focusing on self-improvement is the same as the Stoic practice of living your values. By setting goals and working hard to reach them, you develop virtues like discipline, patience, and resilience. These traits not only make your personal and professional life better, but they also make you more attractive in relationships. When a woman tries to be hard to get, it not only makes your life better, but also changes the way you interact with other people. As you grow and change, you'll find that you naturally attract women who admire your power and confidence. Lowering the effects of any games or tricks, this change not only makes you more attractive, but it also gives you the power to stay in charge of your emotions, which is in line with the Stoic principles of self-mastery and resilience. As we come to the end of our discussion on how to play the difficult game of hard to get, remember that the real power of the Stoic is to control your reactions, not the outcome. By keeping your dignity and focusing on what you can control, you not only maintain your self-respect, but you also attract people who value your honesty and loyalty. Waters isn't about beating her or putting her down. It's about making your own life and mental health better. So the next time you're confused by her distant behavior, take a moment to think about your strong morals. Giving yourself the strength to react with poise and purpose will turn what seems like a setback into a way to grow as a person. If these ideas were helpful, please click the like button. Leave a comment with your thoughts or experiences, and then watch the videos on your screen for more tips on how to handle difficult situations and keep a calm mind. Your participation helps us grow and keep giving you useful content. Subscribe for more videos full of wisdom that will help you handle life's challenges with grace and strength.